Today, we're taking a look at two top-tier audio interfaces in the $500 ballpark. We'll compare specs, do a vocal test, a latency test, look at the similarities and the differences, not to determine which one is better, but which one may be better for you. Let's roll that intro. What's up, YouTube universe? This is Jacob Dark, and if you're new here, I'm somebody who's always trying to get my hands on the latest gear to test, review, and give my opinion to help everyday people just like me make that final purchase decision. If you find today's video helpful and want to support this channel, you can do so by using the links in the description. Now, let's not waste any more time and get into today's video. The main differences you'll find between the two is that the Zen Go is made in a desktop-friendly format with controls on top and is easy to transport. It's lightweight with a small footprint but has a metal body which can most likely handle some abuse. The Ultralite Mk5, on the other hand, is heavy and has a steel and cast aluminum body, which is clearly more tailored to those who won't do much traveling, as it also has optional rack ears for mounting. The knobs on the Motu are easy to grip and weighted, however I would have preferred a big knob here as the volume knob is kind of in an awkward spot where the mic pre-1 knob and any headphone cord you might have plugged in can get in the way. The Zen Go shines here with its big knob on top of the unit that's impossible to miss, making it easy to work in the dark. While the Zen Go has a nice LED display which shows your input, output, and SPDIF levels, the Ultralite Mk5 went a step above with an OLED display which is crystal clear and accurate and hopefully won't burn in over time. The Zen Go is USB-C powered, which means there's a potential to introduce some bus noise, while the Motu needs to be plugged into the wall, which means you'll need another outlet. If you have a desktop setup and plan to be mobile, the Zen Go is probably the way to go, while the Motu is great for anyone who's stationary and may want to put it in a rack. Both units have two mic pre-line inputs, both are USB-C, both have SPDIF ins and outs, and, well, the only spot where the Zen Go wins here is with the extra mirrored RCA outputs and having two headphone outputs while the Ultralite has one. From here on, it's a runaway for Motu. In addition to what's been mentioned, you're also getting MIDI in and out, ADAT in and out, 10 line outs, and 6 line inputs. For an extra $95, you're getting all the connectivity you could ever need and future-proofing your setup. Does that mean game over, Motu wins? Not exactly. We'll talk about the huge advantage the Zen Go has over the Motu a little later in the video. The Zen Go has up to 65 dB gain, while the Motu has 74 dB. Both units deliver clean, transparent gain, which means you're not likely to notice much of a difference here. In fact, you're more likely to hear the character of the mic that you're using than any character these pre's might introduce. With so much gain, both units can handle hungry mics like the SM7B without the need for a cloud lifter. Either way, you're set, but as I do in every video, let's do a vocal test. What you're hearing right now is the SM7B plugged into the Motu Ultralite Mk5. And what you're hearing now is the Warm Audio WA87R2 into the Zen Go. I realize that the characters of the mic are going to be so substantial it might take away from the preamp comparison, but I wanted to show that regardless of which mic or interface you choose, you're going to get a clean signal. So it was either do two takes, which are going to sound different anyway, or do the same take using two different mics, because that's what I have, and see what we get. Before we move on to converters, let's compare latency. The Motu uses ESS Sabre 32 with a line-out dynamic range of 125 dB, while the Zen Go uses their 64-bit acoustically focused clocking technology and has a dynamic range of 127 dB. Honestly, in this day and age, we're spoiled when it comes to converter quality. I started out with a Tascam Porta Studio Mark II recording on cassette, so you can imagine just how drastic the change has been. Either way you go, you're going to get professional results. Remember, I mentioned that huge advantage the Zen Go has over the Mote 2? Let's talk about it. The Ultralite Mk5 comes with Mx5, which allows you to set up your routing options, create custom mixes, and add simple EQ, compression, and reverb. Once installed, it's simple plug and play, and honestly, I like not having to mess around with the control panel. But now it's time for the Zen Go to shine. If you happen to have a compatible Antelope microphone, you get mic modeling options which give the microphone different characteristics and emulate different popular legendary microphones. One microphone now becomes a locker with each preset you choose changing the way your mic behaves. But in my opinion, the real value of the Antelope environment is using the suite of Synergy Core effects which you can dial in real time as you record. You get 37 of them included with the Zen Go, including a Pultec EQ clone and 1176 compressor. Using these effects allows you to have a virtual channel strip at your disposal, which uses the DSP chip in the interface so you don't have to put any more strain on your computer. If your long term goals don't include spending thousands of dollars on outboard gear, the Zen Go makes sense. As I said, you're going to get professional results no matter which way you go. It really comes down to what you want. If you plan to be mobile and you don't want to spend thousands of dollars on analog gear, but you still want that analog environment, well, the FX with the Zen Go can help you create that without the need for all that external gear. On the other hand, if you want to spend thousands of dollars and build around your interface and add preamps and compressors and all those good things over time, then the Motu may be the option for you. Either way you go, you're going to be set and quality will not be an issue. That's going to do it for today. So, as always, be sure to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can be alerted each time I upload more content. So, until next time, thank you for watching, stay tuned, and have a great day.